Welcome back to the Alex and Ava Podcast, where today we're focusing on practical English. Ava, why do you think mastering short, common phrases is crucial for English learners?
Great question, Alex. Mastering these phrases acts like having keys to unlock daily conversations. Studies show that using real-life expressions boosts fluency and confidence far more than memorizing isolated vocabulary.
That's a valuable insight. Many learners feel stuck because they don't know what to say in real situations. By focusing on phrases, we give them tools for smoother, more natural interactions.
Absolutely. These phrases are like social glue connecting people in shops, workplaces, and with friends. Let's explore how each phrase functions in context, starting with greetings.
Let's begin with a universal opener. How's it going? Ava, how does this phrase differ from a traditional, how are you?
How's it going? Is more casual and friendly. It invites a relaxed answer, unlike the formal, how are you, which sometimes feels stiff. It's perfect for both friends and coworkers.
And when you use it, you're signaling openness. Imagine meeting a colleague in the hallway saying, how's it going? Can make interactions warmer and break the ice.
Exactly, Alex. Plus, it's adaptable. If someone says, not bad, you, it keeps the conversation flowing. So practicing this phrase helps learners sound approachable and natural.
Now let's talk about shopping scenarios. Ava, why is I'm just looking such a handy phrase when browsing in stores?
Because it politely signals to staff that you don't need help yet. It's a gentle boundary setter, preventing pressure while keeping the interaction respectful.
Right. Picture walking into a bookstore, a clerk approaches and asks if you need anything. By saying, I'm just looking, you avoid awkwardness and still seem friendly.
And in English-speaking countries, independence is valued, so this phrase fits cultural expectations. It reassures staff and gives you time to make decisions at your own pace.
Let's shift to social interactions. What do you think? Is a phrase we hear everywhere. Why is it so powerful in conversations, Ava?
It invites participation and shows respect for others' ideas. By asking, you're creating a two-way dialogue instead of just stating your opinion.
That's a good point. For example, when deciding on a restaurant or outfit, using what do you think turns a monologue into a collaborative conversation.
Plus, it's an excellent way for learners to practice active listening. Responding to opinions helps improve comprehension and builds rapport.
Switching gears, let's talk about positivity. Ava, how does that sounds great help foster encouragement in daily life?
It's a simple yet enthusiastic response that boosts morale. When someone suggests an idea, replying with, that sounds great, validates their suggestion and promotes teamwork.
Imagine a colleague suggests going out for pizza. Instead of a plain okay, saying, that sounds great, adds excitement and makes the moment feel special.
Exactly. Research in workplace communication shows that positive feedback increases group productivity and satisfaction. This phrase is a small way to spread optimism.
Let's address uncertainty. I'm not sure. Is honest and direct. Why is admitting uncertainty important, especially for language learners?
Being able to express doubt shows maturity and a willingness to learn. For learners, it removes the pressure to always be right and encourages seeking help when needed.
If someone asks for directions and you're unsure, saying, I'm not sure, maybe ask at the desk, is much better than guessing and possibly giving wrong information.
Yes, and it builds trust. People appreciate honesty over forced answers. This phrase also helps learners avoid embarrassment and promotes accurate communication.
Sometimes mistakes happen. How does no worries serve as a reassuring response, Ava?
No worries is a friendly way to say, it's fine. It diffuses tension and tells the other person that there's no need to feel bad about a small mistake or delay.
For example, if a friend apologizes for being late, replying with, no worries, makes the situation relaxed and keeps the relationship positive.
It's also culturally significant. In places like Australia, no worries is almost a national motto, reflecting an easygoing attitude that learners can adopt for smoother interactions.
Now let's talk about getting help. Ava, why is the phrase, can you help me, vital for everyday English?
It's direct, yet polite. Whether you're in a store, lost in a city, or troubleshooting technology, this phrase opens doors to assistance without sounding demanding.
And it's versatile. For example, A traveler can use it to ask for directions, or a student can use it to ask a teacher for clarification.
Plus, studies show that people are more likely to offer help if approached politely. Using "Can you help me?" increases the chance of a positive and supportive response.
Misunderstandings are common in language learning. How do phrases like "I don't understand" and "Could you say that again" help manage these moments, Ava?
They empower learners to take control of conversations. Admitting confusion or asking for repetition prevents frustration and promotes clear, effective communication.
Imagine a classroom where a teacher uses complex vocabulary. By saying, "Could you say that again?" students show engagement and create learning opportunities.
Exactly. These phrases also reduce anxiety. A 2021 study found that learners who regularly ask for clarification become more confident and fluent over time.
Let's discuss self-disclosure. Why is saying "I'm learning English" so helpful in conversations, Ava?
It sets expectations and invites patience. When you share that you're still learning, most native speakers respond with encouragement and support, not judgment.
It also opens doors for connection. For example, someone might slow down their speech or offer to explain words, making the conversation more comfortable.
Plus, it builds confidence. Embracing your learning journey shows pride in progress and helps reduce the fear of making mistakes in real-world scenarios.
Let's explore expressing needs and courtesy. Ava, how do phrases like "I'm hungry," "just a moment," and "nice to meet you" contribute to smoother interactions?
Each phrase serves a unique function. "I'm hungry" clearly communicates a physical need, helpful in group settings. "Just a moment" buys you time politely, avoiding abruptness.
And "nice to meet you" is an essential for introductions, making new acquaintances feel welcomed and valued.
Right. Mastering these phrases helps learners navigate a range of social situations with clarity and politeness, which are highly valued in English-speaking cultures.
Responding to new ideas is key in conversation. How does "that's interesting" help learners engage, Ava?
It signals curiosity and politeness, even if you don't know much about the topic. For example, if someone mentions living abroad, replying, "That's interesting," keeps the dialogue open.
It also buys you time to think of follow-up questions or comments, which is especially helpful when processing information in a second language.
Exactly. Using such phrases shows social awareness and helps maintain positive conversational flow, even during unfamiliar discussions.
Finally, let's discuss goodbyes. Why is ending with "have a good day" so impactful, Ava?
It leaves a lasting positive impression. A cheerful send-off like "Have a good day" or "See you soon" shows friendliness and respect.
It's also universal. Whether you're leaving a store, finishing a meeting, or ending a call, this phrase is always appropriate, making you sound polite and thoughtful.
Plus, small gestures like this can brighten someone's day. Consistent use of positive closings strengthens relationships and reflects cultural politeness in English communication.
We've covered a lot. Ava, what are some ways learners can practice these 15 phrases effectively on their own?
Repetition is key. Saying each phrase out loud, writing your own examples, and role-playing real scenarios accelerates retention. Recording yourself can also help track pronunciation progress.
And using these phrases in daily life, even with friends or in front of the mirror, builds muscle memory. Consistent practice turns passive knowledge into active skills.
Absolutely. Remember to download our printable phrase list and personalize it with your own situations. With regular use, these expressions will soon feel natural and automatic. If you like this episode, don't forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel.